lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Candle Balaj. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Locke. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That'll be complete to Cook. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And brought down before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Jameis again. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
1st and goal from the 3. Again, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 4th down and goal.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Open man Hamler. That's complete. Locked 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. 1st down Broncos as Lock finds Judy.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got it complete to Thompson. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They run it with Balaj. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A first down throw for Winston. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Winston again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Winston looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Rolling to his right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Block off of play action. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Malage. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now this time, Locke will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 30.
Give him 30 yards there.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's going to be caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1 yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Saints 10, Broncos 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first and 10, here's Locke. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Locke looks to throw it again. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Saints 10.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Winston and the Saints now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Saints.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Winston. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd and 15 now. Locke flushed out right. This is the tight end fan. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Locke now on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Locke. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield. Third down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Left side here to Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Gain of 6 yards.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick sixes thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season. And he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Broncos take over.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Block working out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Toss play to Balaj. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jameis now on first down. Looking low, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Michael Thomas.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And it's caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. He'll buy some time right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
In his end zone, here's Locke, escaping the pressure right. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Watch the screen. Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. It's been a long day for you. Like 22, like 22.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Good. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw in his lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
On play action, Lock. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this returnable for Harris. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. That one complete to Hill. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's
a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Locke to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, now he bowls him over. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Winston now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Flushed out right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will